90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90 days, Geoffrey Paschel is no stranger to shocking behavior, but his notoriously problematic actions never cease to shock and enrage. Before his appearance on the show alongside Varya Molina, Geoffrey allegedly assaulted his ex-partner and was sentenced to nearly 2 decades in prison. In his appearance on the show, he constantly exhibited red flags, which included abuse in his relationship with Varya, highlighting that his shocking behaviors are normalized patterns of bad behavior. Geoffrey and Varya began dating while he was still seeing his ex-girlfriend, Mary Wallace. Varya was caught in a tumultuous love triangle as the shady Geoffrey attempted to juggle a relationship between the two women. Despite the love triangle and subsequent domestic violence conviction, Varya and Geoffrey appear to be together still as he serves his 18-year prison sentence, which is shocking in and of itself. Geoffrey Paschel was sent to prison for assault, although the conviction occurred in February 2022. Geoffrey's alleged domestic violence toward his ex-fiancée, Kristen Wilson, remains shockingly deplorable. The 90-Day Fiancé star was convicted of aggravated kidnapping, domestic violence, and interference with emergency calls. Therefore, Geoffrey was sentenced to 18 years in prison. He was aware of these charges before appearing on 90-Day Fiancé, before the 90 days, and chose to continue with filming anyway. 9 Geoffrey Paschel convinced Varya to stand by him despite the serious charges against him. Varya has chosen to stand by Geoffrey. What happens behind closed doors is unknown to the public. Still, Varya has repeatedly stated to the press and on her Instagram that she will stay with Geoffrey despite his domestic violence conviction. That's the work of a master manipulator and shocked fans. 8 Geoffrey Paschel is trying to appeal his sentence. Varya shared an update on her Instagram stories in May 2023 regarding Geoffrey's appeal to his 18-year sentence. In the since-expired stories, Varya shared that the appeal went according to plan, and the scariest part, uncertainty, was the next step. The Russian reality TV star added, "I have faith," and asked for followers' thoughts and prayers during the appeal process. Given the severity of his actions and the length of his sentence, it's doubtful that Geoffrey is innocent, and, shockingly, an appeal is being considered. 7 Geoffrey is using Cameo to make money in prison in a shocking turn of events. Rather than lying low in prison and attempting to appeal his sentence in peace, Geoffrey is controversially using Cameo to make money while serving time. Although he was fired from the 90-Day Fiancé franchise, he's still capitalizing off his reality TV fame while serving time for serious domestic violence and kidnapping charges. Geoffrey continues to shock TLC fans with his brazenly callous behavior. 6 Geoffrey insists he's innocent. According to In Touch Weekly, Geoffrey claimed to be innocent of the whole ordeal, arguing the same points that domestic abusers point to when charged. His inability to own up to his proven actions is shocking. In the interview, he claimed innocence and elaborated, "I want my court case to be over with, and as soon as my court case is over with, then my life will proceed. My life is going fine now. Don't think that I'm holding back on anything. But it's the, he said, she said crap. But I'm prepared. I did my homework, and I was the one who was there, you know." 5 Geoffrey has a convoluted dating history. While having multiple marriages and long-term relationships isn't necessarily a red flag for Geoffrey, his failed marriages and pattern of problematic behavior add to the shock value of his personality. Geoffrey has allegedly been married 4 times and shares children with 3 women. While he was dating Varya, he also saw Mary and his previous ex-girlfriend, Kristen, who was the victim of kidnapping, an assault that landed him in jail. Allison Moon, one of his ex-wives, testified against him in his trial. 4. Geoffrey convinced Varya he's innocent. Master manipulators such as Geoffrey can convince their partners of egregious lies, and he has Varya thoroughly brainwashed. Varya was slammed for silencing abuse victims and buying into Geoffrey's shocking lie that he's innocent of his crimes. Although Varya may have ulterior motives for standing by Geoffrey, it's shocking that he thinks the world, and Varya, would buy into his innocence. 3. Geoffrey has 4 children from different women during his 4 marriages. Geoffrey fathered 4 children. His first 2 children, Paxton and Dakota Paschel, are in their 20s. He fathered another son, Caven, during his marriage to Allison. Lastly, Geoffrey fathered a son with ex-wife Brittany Casham, who tragically died of a seizure. If Geoffrey serves his entire sentence, his 3 surviving children won't know their father for nearly 2 decades. 2. Geoffrey's allowing Varya to manage his finances while in prison. After Geoffrey's conviction, there were questions surrounding how Varya would make money without her fiancé. However, Varya revealed how she makes money without Geoffrey, and it simply involves Instagram deals and managing Geoffrey's real estate. After Geoffrey went to prison, Varya moved into his Tennessee home and began managing his finances and real estate ventures. While it may be shocking he put his property into Varya's hands, the convicted felon didn't have much of a choice. 1. Geoffrey's abusive toward Varya. Geoffrey's behavior pattern indicates that of an abuser, but in typical abusive language, Geoffrey referred to his situation as a he said, she said scenario. However, using footage from 90 Day Fiancé, there is evidence that Geoffrey was abusive toward Varya. He lied about being in a relationship with Mary, gaslit her constantly, and coerced her into being intimate on their first night together. He shows all the hallmark personality traits of an abuser, and Geoffrey's behavior becomes less shocking when his problematic events are strung together. Overall, 90 Day Fiancé alum is bad news. Sources: In Touch Weekly, Varya Melina, Instagram.